What recovery? Welcome to day 3064 of What You Up To Now. Sharon, Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey, sharing lessons learned. Originally, as I moved from the brick and mortar corporate world of businesses to the online world of business, and then back and forth again, started teaching and coaching other people on how to do the same, as well as just create something online or just create something offline. But I have found that when you marry the two together, it's magical. So today we're talking about recovery, and this is one of my favorite recovery tools with respect to physical health and well-being. I like to cover the 9-part life framework in our annual challenges. So physical is what we're focusing on this month. I like to mix up the order of how I cover them and when I cover them too, because I think it makes it interesting. I have different realizations, like I'm doing physical way differently than I did and talked about physical health and well-being last year and the year before and the year before. I morph and change every year, which keeps it fresh and I think interesting, right? It's more interesting to me. So talking about recovery today, I shared 7 recovery tools, actually 8 in the Supersize You annual challenge. And then I talked about the impact and the importance of rest and recovery and recharging our batteries in our businesses as we grow and build and supersize and scale them. Because if we don't take a break, if we don't take a thought break, chances are we're going to make mistakes. And I talked about, of course, my favorite tool, the SOAP framework, for dealing with the times when we do make a mistake. I don't know about you, but I am human and I make mistakes. Do I do things right the first time? No. But I make a concerted effort, meaning I try really hard to learn from the mistakes that I make so that I don't make them again and again and again and again. Now, I found that the lessons that we're here to learn, because I feel like we're all here to learn certain lessons in our lifetime, continue to show up until we actually see them, solve them, figure them out, and move on and move past them. So if you look at your life and you see patterns recurring, and I noticed one this morning is why I'm laughing about this inside my head right now. I noticed a pattern that I have, and I need to break that pattern. I need to break that pattern today. And I've broken patterns and false beliefs and thoughts in the past, so I know I can break this one too. I just got to sit down and spend a couple of minutes recovering. Recovering means processing time, right? We do things all the time. And I was literally guilty of running through my life. I mean, when my kids were little and when I was really busy in corporate America and running businesses on the side and trying to hold my marriage together and my, raise amazing little humans, because I think that's one of my purposes in life, was to contribute 2 amazing human beings to the planet and just continue to grow, be the best possible version of myself so I can set the example for other people. Do I always do that? No, of course not. But we continually improve and do the best we can every single day. If we do a little bit every day, it has a huge impact on us year after year after year after year. I learned that in corporate America. If I would show up early, just that one little habit changed everything for me in my corporate career. My first job out of college, I would just get to work on time. I worked a Southern Swing shift rotation with the team I was leading, which is a horrible work schedule, by the way. You can do it when you're young. I cannot even imagine doing it as an older person. But it was a huge learning experience. And it actually gave me more recovery time in terms of thinking, planning, organizing, learning, and growing time than I had when I worked a regular 9 to 5 with other people. So there's always an upside to everything if we're willing to look for it. There's always an advantage to things that we think are a disadvantage. Our things that we think are our biggest challenges, if we solve those are some of the biggest ways we can impact other people and help other people to solve those challenges and pains and problems as well. So that's it. That's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. I'm in the middle of a launch. I'm in the middle of a coaching program. I'm in the middle of doing 2 annual challenges. And so I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Pontificating is obviously my favorite word lately. Talking about all of this, I'm just going to get into action and be doing it. That is another one of those $1 million tips. We are sometimes guilty of procrastinating and putting things off until they're perfect. And that's one of those loops I found myself in, a repeating pattern of my own behavior. And even though I do a lot and act a lot and get a lot done and get results, there are certain areas and aspects of my life that I dead stop. Why? Because they're outside my comfort zone. So what do I need to do? tiptoe over to the edge of my comfort zone and jump out. That's what I'm doing with this launch. All right, if I can help you anyway, otherwise have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. I won't bring my torture device back, I promise. Bye.